On the last episode of how I became Elden Lord, I found a key, unlocked a gate, had interesting meetings with mages, dealt with some unresolved mother issues, found a cute girl I might end up dooming the world for, literally, and made my way to the capital city of Leyndell. But do I have the strength to take on the city and the horrors it brings? Who is this mysterious figure guarding the entrance to the Erd Tree? Why am I even doing this voice? And where will my adventures take me on my journey this time? Find out on this episode of how I became Elden. What's that? I have a letter to the Relentless festival. What the hell is that? Welcome to Caelid. Absolutely wonderful this time of year, and the creatures are just as friendly as you'd expect. For the local sites, I'd suggest the town of Caelid, a massive tower to show off those platforming skills, and an absolutely pristine lake of Upon my arrival, I made some friends, and then the dogs made friends with my kidneys with a side of liver and screams. After that, my old pal Mr. Bombastic shows up once again and I end the fireworks display before he gets a little too comfortable. Shortly after, I find the finger reader who tells me of a great festival to the south. I assume this is the Relentless festival I've heard about, so I make my way in that general direction. By the way, in case you think I've breezed through the game and explored next to nothing of the world, let's just say I did some exploring and, well, I found many different caves. Large boss monsters that either I crushed immediately, or they proved to be more stubborn than I when Adobe Premiere wants to take a little nap in the middle of editing. I wish I was joking. And this isn't just Caelid, oh no. By now, Limgrave and Leonia have been scoured over and left void of monsters, items, weapons, and anything that provides me with a healthy dose of runes and satiates my hunger for relentless power and murder. Now that I'm on the FBI's watch list, let's add a few more marks to my name, like killing a cute kitty for a laugh. Up the road ahead is a dragon who is in dire need of a breath mint, and I administer a healthy dose of sit the fuck back down. I find another golden seed to increase my amount of healing flasks, more Scrappy-Doo rejects, a bird who is beyond determined to piss me off by elevating my blood pressure level, and taking down Slenderman. Oh geez, that's a dated reference. Might want to ask your parents about that one. I'm at the bridge that leads to Redmane Castle, and the festival seems to be off to a good start. With no time to waste, I charge across, and I'm totally joking, I took the portal there instead.
Champions! Welcome!
Oh dear god, what did I just sign up for? Well, if there was ever a time that I've made a mistake, now might be that time. Okay, maybe I was a little bit over-leveled. Anyway, what were we doing? Oh, that's right! Where can you live out your Assassin's Creed fantasies without subjecting yourself to a mind-numbing Ubisoft game? Leyndell. Did you ever think Analondo wasn't big enough and wanted to explore an even bigger city? Leyndell. Where did I get lost for hours and get kicked in the teeth for a long period of time? Yeah, you get the joke. The opening troupe of flute players provided a welcoming, welcome, with lovely lullabies that I put a cork in immediately. Can I just break the fourth wall quickly and say, personal advice for these guys, always sneak up and backstab them. They're dicks and they're really annoying to deal with. You'll thank me later. Once I'm down and in the street, I decide to pick a fight with a lovely individual who retaliates by literally calling lightning down on my dumb ass. Don't worry, he's no longer with us now. Shortly after, I run into a tree stump that's in need of pruning, so I and turn him into kindling, and then find a nearby point of grace to rest at. Hey, remember Melina, the girl who offered to be my maiden? Yeah, so she's decided to leave me because I can't compete for the giant girth of the glowing tree. Rest in peace, Ego, you're gonna be missed. But it's okay because she leaves me my horse and the power to keep turning runes into power. And she still believes in me becoming Elden Lord. Now, if you excuse me, I need some alone time. Back on my feet, I kill and maim my way through everything that I come into contact with. Soldiers, magicians, roosters, the return of a gargantuan worm, Miss Piggy, oh and how's that hand fetish? Leyndell throws everything it can at me, but none of it is strong enough to stop my progress. Except maybe crashing the desktop. From software and PC ports, am I right? I keep making my way forward, using the corpse of a once mighty dragon as a staircase, dodging a cheap attack with reflexes that even Stephen Hawking would call me out on, and properly dying to a gargoyle with the power of go fuck yourself. But fear not, as the roots to the great Erd tree pave the way to the top, littered with minions who fall before my blade with every swoop. Finally, I arrive at the top, where the shade of Godfrey cuts me down, more times than I'd like to admit, before I submit him to the mercy of my big fuck off, don't forget stylish, sword. Seriously, for an early game weapon, this has carried me very far. After a quick rest and several level ups, I set eyes on the entrance of the Erd tree, but upon reaching the next point of grass, movement catches the corner of my eye and an assassin appears from the shadows. Despite being agile and a real pain in the ass, they're no match for the power of the Bloodhound's Fang, and I can finally reach the Erd tree. Oh, bring it, baby.
Graceless, tarnished. What is thy business with these thrones? Willful traitors, all. Thy kind are all of a piece. Regret upon thy meager grave felled thy king Morgoth, last of all kings.
But it's not enough to withstand my pure determination and unrelenting force, and he eventually falls after a mighty battle. Leyndell has fallen to a lonesome tarnished who dared to fight against the gods. Okay, demi-gods, but let me have this moment. And the entrance to the great Erd tree is left unguarded. A throne sits empty. With this, I take the steps forward and open the door. It's locked.